Okay, crafters, I'm about to get working on some Valentine's crafts, and I wanted to show you what I'm working with before I get started painting. I have these, they are really vintage old Christmas ornaments, but of course, I'm going to jazz them up for Valentine's Day. And then I have one of these coffee cups and saucers left, so it's going to get decorated for Valentine's. I have a little idea for that. And then I have another coffee cup that I'm going to paint, and I think I'm going to do a different kind of Valentine's thing with it. And I have this hideous Christmas, it was a Christmas toy shop, but I'm going to paint it up for Valentine's Day. So that's what I'm working on today. Let's get started. Okay, I'm starting off by painting all of my houses white, so I have a fresh palette to start with. In the first project, I'm going to use this little church, and I'm not going to make you sit through all the painting of these houses because that's boring, but just so you get the idea, I'm going to paint each of the different ones for their project. Now, I painted also my sunflower cup and saucer. And then I have a little wooden piece. This is how my painting came out. And this is the gist of what I'm planning to do. So I'm taking some plastic grocery bags and tucking them inside of the cup so I won't waste a lot of plaster of Paris and it won't take forever to dry. And then I'm going to put a piece of parchment paper over top of that just to keep it from seeping way down. I did one of these before and I filled the whole cup with plaster of Paris, and that was a big mistake. Takes forever to dry and it stinks because it doesn't get air, so it kind of like mildews. Don't do it. Anyway, I'm going to use this little flower for kind of my base that my church is going to sit on top of. So I'm just going to mix up my plaster of Paris. You just do it by the directions on the container. I think it's 2 parts plaster to 1 part water. And then I also added a little bit of white paint because I didn't want the plaster of Paris comes out kind of grayish. So I'm putting a little bit underneath. Then I'm going to stick my little wooden piece inside of there. And then I'm going to cover the top of the wooden piece. And I'm going to try to spread it to the edges where it will drip over a little bit because I want it to look like frosting kind of dripping off. It's supposed to look like a little cake in a cup, little decorated cake in a cup. So you want a little bit to drip over the sides, and then you could wait for it to dry and then just set your items on top of your fake frosting. But I'm going to go ahead and stick mine on while it's wet and just let them dry into the frosting as it hardens. So I have those little trees from that Dollar General sign that I tore apart. And I'm going to set it over here and decorate a little bit more. I have a bunch of different little flowers that I try to keep flowers when I see them on sale. I get them and keep them in my crafting stash because they're good for a lot of things. And for this project, I'm going to use these kind of white translucent flowers to just fill in so it felt like it needed something else. And so I'm going to put a few on the plate down below, a little ring of them on the plate. And then I'm going to also fill in around the empty spaces on top of the cup. And I think when it's finished, it looks it looks decent. I'm not in love with my paint job on the church, but I'd gotten too far with the glitter paint before I realized I really didn't like it. But here's how this one came out. Now, this house that I painted, I changed my mind and I substituted this house. So it's a little more cartoonish, and I just thought it was a little cuter for Valentine's. And the problem we have with this one is that built-in wreath, because how do we disguise it? But I have come up with a little scheme. So you'll see I painted this pastel pink and put a few red touches. Then me and my glitter, I glittered up the roof that just left it the white that it already was. And I glittered up the bushes out front, and then I made a little more grass on the front because I'm kind of thinking about putting this on a wooden piece and painting it green. So it'll look like it'll extend the grass. Now I have this little wooden tag, and my plan is to cut this off and make a little sign for my shop. So I practiced with one piece before. I had a piece that was all gouged up, so I practiced with it to get myself a template before I did the actual cut. And this is another one of those lighted Christmas houses that I got at the thrift store. I want to say it was $1 or $2. And they're hideous, but if you can envision painting it and changing it into something else, they're worth picking up. So I'm just going to make myself a little tiny sign, which was harder than it sounded. I had to wipe it off and restart this many times because it's hard to make it that tiny. And this was the smallest brush I had. So I'm just going to put a big glob of Elmer's glue over that wreath. And then this little sign's just going to get pressed onto that. We'll let it dry for a second. There's my snowy roof. And here's the sign that I cut all the pine trees off of. And this was my round wooden piece that I initially thought I was going to use that wooden piece and paint it green like that. And then it just looked eh. So I added these two little discs, and that's that Dollar General tree that I told y'all about for, it was an after Christmas sale. All right, now for this project, we're going to do the Plaster of Paris, same as last time. This time I looped my wax paper over my cup and taped it around so that I can lift it out afterwards to decorate my cup, because I haven't decided how I'm going to decorate my cup. But anyway, I've poured a little bit of Plaster of Paris in here, and then I wanted these little squigglies in, and it's just coated wire that I've just curved around into little squigglies, and I'm putting them through a wooden bead to try to help them to stand better. And I also am going to fill, right now my plaster is pretty runny, so they're not wanting to stand at all. But anyway, that'll get worked out. But I'm going to fill it up with these wooden balls so that it kind of looks like frothy, foamy frosting, Cool Whip, whatever you want to call it, to give it a little shape. And I have so many of these wooden balls. That's another thing y'all should get, because if you notice, I use them for lots of projects. And this is yet another one. And they're so cheap, you don't mind, wasting a handful of them here and there. Okay, here's my cup. I painted red. And I've decided I'm just going to put a few stickers and gems on it. So while my plaster of Paris is setting up, I'm going to go ahead and get this done. Now we're just going to put it all together and put my frosting on top. Put one of these little hearts. Just going to cut it off and stick it on there, and it will be complete. There she is. Okay, keeping with my pastel pink and white theme, I've painted my little house, and this is kind of what I'm going for. So I have some more of these little flowers. I'm going to paint them white, and I'm going to paint the candlestick white. And then I even have some white tulle. And I'm not sure if the bow would be cute with a big bow up high or maybe a smaller bow down low. Now I have this adorable little Valentine's stamp sticker, and so that'll give it a little more pop of color, and there she is in all her glory. I kind of like it. I haven't glued it all together yet. I've just stood it up here so that y'all could see. But that's how it turned out. The pink is so pastel that it doesn't really show up on camera, but in person it's really cute. Okay, for this final project, I have got some, I've had these for a long time. They were called emergency candles, and I got them at some kind of dollar store. It was like an off-brand dollar store. And I'm going to decorate them up to be little Valentine candles. They'd be cute just sitting out for decoration, or they would also be cute to give people as Valentine's gifts, maybe like a teacher gift or something. So we just wrapped them with the painter's tape and then sponged on our paint, peeled it off. Now I have this leather cording and a wooden tag that I just put a sticker on, and that's one of them. This one, I had this already made bracelet, and I put a cupcake tag on that one. This one, I put one of the hanging conversation hearts that I had on the Valentine's tree. So that's it for today. I'm going to finish my fire cider and put that video up next. So I will see you on the next one. Bye.